What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Balls Out Sports Podcast. As per usual, I'm Remy. That's Jerry. We have Tripp here today too, and this is a trade special, a trade deadline special because we have some crazy stuff going on, and so we're gonna start things off easy with a NFL trade. Myles Garrett trying to get out of Cleveland. What does that really change for Cleveland? I know they haven't been the most fortunate franchise in their history. What does this kind of foreshadow? Like, what are we going to see in Cleveland's future now that their best player, none arguably their best player for the past decade, is leaving?
Man, I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Browns to be ass again. Like that's just what I'm used to. I'm used to getting two easy wins out of the season as a
That's the most
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh
fan.
answer I've ever heard in my life.
I hate them. I hate them, especially since they beat us in the first round. I want to say it was in like 2020, or 2021. They beat us in the first round. They beat us last game of the season, and they beat us the first round. And then they gave the Chiefs a run for their money, so that was actually kind of cool. But nah, it's the downfall again. Unfortunately for the Browns fans, but I'm personally excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be another two easy wins on the season.
I mean, we know what he thinks. What about you, Jerry? What do you got to say?
Bring a little something to a team, but I think he's the same.
See, but that's what they said about what was it, Von Miller when he finally left the Broncos? But next thing you know, he joins the Rams, helps them get to a Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl.
In a
So
way,
I
that's
feel like I feel like I mean, on the Browns, with what he's surrounded with, he definitely is that first option defensively on that line.
hmm
But if he can turn into that later Von Miller, where he's maybe that second, third option on the defensive line, I think he can still be
Oh yeah.
serviceable.
He could go on the Bills and lose to the Chiefs every year like Von Miller is right now.
Shit, he might end up on the Chiefs.
Right?
If he ends up on the Chiefs, then I might just boycott. I might not watch it, man. They're gonna win five. They're gonna win back to back. They're gonna be like LeBron, like was saying when he showed up in Miami, not one, not
Right?
not five. Like they're gonna actually fucking do it, and it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
that.
I don't think the Chiefs need that extra boost right there, that Myles Garrett push. Uh, we'll do without it.
Man, it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes, though, for sure.
Right? This I mean, so far is the biggest trade um rumor in the NFL. Free agency obviously going to be happening as soon as the Super Bowl's over, and we're going to see people changing teams like crazy. But I'm I'm excited to see what this next season brings, just because of just the way that so many teams have questions to answer. Not only the Bills, but I mean the Commanders. They didn't think they were going to be this good, and now they're basically going to be trying to contend for Super Bowls every year. And yeah, I'm excited to see this offseason for the NFL.
Yeah, Commanders got a shot. Low key NFCs. I think I compare the NFC to the East and the AFC to the West. That's just my personal opinion.
In
You know
NBA
what I mean?
comparisons,
You said what?
when we're talking like NBA wise.
Yeah, just like the AFC stack compared to the NFC.
Right, right. I see what you're saying. Well,
That's just my opinion, though.
speaking of the Western Conference being stacked, two Western Conference teams, two players who were both All NBA last year, and the first time in NBA history that those two caliber players have been traded for each other. I'm obviously talking about Luka Dončić, Anthony Davis. The trade that happened what now two nights ago. At the point of us recording this. Uh, Jerry, take the floor with this one. What do you think this brings to either team, both teams?
Uh, I don't know. I understand how great of a player Luca is. I get that, and I think obviously everybody in the world understands that. But people are still forgetting that you just mashed up Anthony Davis with Kyrie that's not washed. You got Klay Thompson who's not washed. You know, you just put
Klay
AD
Thompson.
back at his normal position basically because the Mavs have Gafford and they have Lively and they have PJ Washington. All guys who can play 5. Put Anthony Davis at the 4. You take the defensive load off of
All
him.
rim runners too.
Yep, rim runners. And then AD can be a point forward. Don't forget this man was a point guard before he hit his growth spurt and got to the league. So put him in a pick and roll, one of those bigs, and then you still got Kyrie and AD you can put in the pick and roll. And Kyrie was like top 10 in pick and rolls, I think last season. I forgot the specific numbers for it, but we all know
And
what
just
AD
and that's with likely still being a rookie at the time too.
and we all know what AD can do on the defensive end. And then the only negative I see about it on the Mavs side is you gave up your youth, you know? But it's also like if they're in win now mode, which I think they are, it doesn't matter. Cause, you know, Kyrie gets hurt, AD gets hurt, whatever. But honestly, I think they just became like the second best team in the league, second, third best team in the league right now, if they can stay healthy. The
So-
That's a
Lakers
big
side,
if.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Just because of, I mean, Anthony Davis. What was it? Last year was the first time he had played over 70 games. He played,
Yeah.
I think, 70,
You know what I'm saying?
72 or 75 games, like something around there, right? And so he's never played a full season, none like that. But that's the thing. It's kind of like Luka. It's one of those things where, like, well, when he's on the court, you really
He's him.
can't say much about Anthony Davis, except in bigger games recently. But he also won a championship in 2020, so he has performed in big games. I mean, we remember in I think it was the conference finals against the Nuggets, that clutch 3 that he made on the
Yep.
wing,
At the
you know,
buzzer.
just literally at the buzzer to beat them. So he is clutch, and as you said, Jerry, bro, like pairing him with Kyrie,
That's nasty.
Kyrie has never had that caliber of a big man to play with, you know,
Nah.
just because I don't consider Jason Tatum a big man, and also Jason Tatum wasn't what he is now back when he had Kyrie on his team.
Could have been something special, but we won't go there.
If he had stuck
We
throughout,
won't go there. That's basically Jimmy Butler in Minnesota type vibes. Jimmy Butler anywhere right now. Goddamn.
yeah, no,
Man.
he loves switching. Yeah, so I mean that brings up the Mavs part of it, but what does this do for the Lakers? Because the way I see it is, for LeBron James, you had Kobe Bryant. You know, it was something to kind of attract free agents to go play there. Want to play with Kobe, get championships. Next thing you know, you have LeBron James there, which ultimately brings Anthony Davis. There's no way Anthony Davis ends up on that team if LeBron James isn't already there. Now you get Luka, 25 years old. He's going to play for at least 10 more years. So if he stays in LA, that's that new generation of magnetism, of attraction for other free agent superstars to potentially want to pair up with Luka, because no one wants to pair up with Luka in Dallas. If I'm a player and I don't know, in Milwaukee, in Cleveland, in Minnesota, I don't mind moving to LA if I get to play with Luka.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the number one most attractive. Everybody. That's why LeBron went to the Lakers, is because they're the Lakers, and he knew he could do pretty much whatever he wanted to do when he got there. Not saying that he didn't have the ability to do that at any place he was before. Obviously, he did, but like he just has all like the weapons that he needs to get who he wants, like pretty easily. And I mean, if he had any say, I mean, obviously he has say in this, but it's
I
just
mean, apparently he didn't know about it. Apparently LeBron James,
that's wild.
Luka Dončić, Anthony Davis, you know, literally apparently nobody knew.
I didn't understand how it all went down. The only thing I really saw was one thing on Twitter was it was like the missed calls that he received from the Dallas GM, because apparently he had no say in it or something along the lines of that. But
Right.
I don't even really know why the trade went down to begin with. I see that people were saying that Luka's out of shape. Like, he's getting big. They're worried about that, but like, and it's not all adding up to me for that big of something to happen for them to just give up on, because it's done them good. Brought them to the finals, you know what I mean? Brought them to the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago too. Like,
Right?
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like prime-wise, if you were to take LeBron in his prime, the best person to pair with LeBron James would be a Steph Curry. The second best thing you could pair him with is a James Harden, Luka Dončić type, because LeBron James has no problem, being that guy who just passes the ball to someone who can score. I mean, we've seen him lead the league in assists.
yeah.
And so especially at this age now that not that he doesn't have that pride, but he's realistic and he knows he's 40 years old and he's totally willing to let someone else take over. And Luka Dončić does tend to take over games on the offensive end more than AD, definitely.
I don't think the Lakers really have. They don't. I don't know. I don't. First, I don't see this being their last move before the trade deadline. I hope it's not, because
So when's the trade deadline? On the
Thursday.
6th?
This Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Okay. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. They still don't have no shooters. They just gave away their damn big man. Luka and LeBron, neither of them are catch and shoot guys. You can't just stick them in a corner while the other one go to work. And then I just don't see this working. They're kind of like the same archetype. They kind of have like the same archetype as in like playing style.
Mhm.
I feel like the Mavs really, really could have won this trade if they could have got Austin Reeves in this deal somehow. Austin Reeves or Connect.
Yeah, so here's the thing that I feel like this does do for the Lakers, right? That not necessarily everyone is thinking about. LeBron James plus Anthony Davis on your team equals you have to win now, right? Because Anthony Davis by himself in, let's say, 1 season or 2 seasons, by the time he's 34, 35, he's not going to be able to carry a whole squad to a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we've seen him not be able to do it when he was 25, right? 26, when he was absolutely cooking on the New Orleans Pelicans. But LeBron plus Luka means it doesn't really matter if we don't win now. Luka's 25.
Facts.
Right? So it puts you in a better position for the future. But for this season, as Tripp was saying, I think it'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised if did you say that, Jerry? Who was not surprised that if the Mavs like make it to the finals?
I was saying
Jerry was saying that. Yeah.
second best team in the league type, second, third.
I mean,
I
there you
think they can make it back to the finals again, definitely, for sure.
Right, just because it's Anthony Davis with Kyrie Irving. Like Anthony Davis has, well, I don't want to misspeak, but yeah, no, I mean he had Rondo later on in his career, but he's never had an all-star caliber point guard playing with him at the time where that point guard is an all-star.
Rondo, that's wild. Yeah. Man, that's gonna be crazy though.
If you count LeBron as a point guard, then yes, he definitely did have another.
I could count LeBron as a point guard.
You can count him as anything. That's the beauty.
When he played Rondo, he wasn't on that yet. He wasn't on his point guard stuff yet. So he got to LA. That's when they actually label him a point guard.
Right? When he was getting like 12 assists a game. So what's the? Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this other trade. I mean, yeah, any other year this would be the biggest blockbuster trade of the year. But because we just had this Luka-AD trade, this trade doesn't even seem like this much. But the San Antonio Spurs get De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. Sacramento Kings get Zach LaVine, Sidi Sissoko, six picks, including 3 first-rounders. And the Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter.
It's a good pickup. Huerter is a good pickup.
Huerter's a good pickup, but when you look at the names that the 2 other teams get, when you see De'Aaron Fox and Zach LaVine, but the Bulls, the best thing they get is Kevin Huerter. It feels like the Bulls kind of got fleeced on this one.
I mean, you get rid of a big contract and Levine's having a great season, but I don't think his chemistry is really there with the rest of the team. As for the Kings, I kind of like Levine with Sabonis, but
And with DeRozan, they played together in Chicago, and they were doing all right together as a duo.
yeah, I don't think it made the team any better though. But I do like this team, and I think is DeRozan coming off the bench yet? I think it's about time for him to take that role.
Yeah, I feel like he has been starting recently. But
yeah, I think him coming off the bench is a good idea. They need some bench scoring.
for example, today DeRozan is starting. They're currently playing the Timberwolves.
Oh, they're up.
Yes, they're up. We do not need to talk about that just yet. So what do I mean? Tripp and I were literally just talking about this last episode that we shot. That if you're an all-star caliber guard, the one place you want to be right now is San Antonio. Like you want to play with Wembanyama. You want to get a piece of that career with him.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I think is kind of interesting is the only reason why Chris Paul went to San Antonio is because he was guaranteed playing time there. That playing time as a starter is not as guaranteed with De'Aaron Fox there.
I think maybe he'll take a few minutes away from him, but I don't think a lot because De'Aaron Fox is he can play that role, but I don't consider him like a true what they say original, like not an original point guard, but like a pure point guard. He's not.
Yeah.
He's a scoring guard.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like having him is a way to get all the attention of Wemby. Wemby's gonna get attention regardless. He's what 7'4", 7'5", but when he's your best scorer and he's low key your only scorer, and then you gotta throw everything at that man every night, then it's easier to game plan around that. Okay, just stop Wemby and we win the game. But now you gotta worry about Fox. You gotta worry about then you got CP3 who can feed both of them, and I think it's a good fit. It's something they can work into, but I know it's not gonna make a big difference. So we're like, oh, they're gonna be top 5 team in the league now, and they're still probably gonna be a.
You don't think so?
Because
I think Wemby is like a Sabonis on steroids and a better shooter than Sabonis.
Sabonis can bang with any big in the league down low though. Wemby's getting tossed down there.
I mean,
he's tall and skinny.
What was
trust me, I know.
Oh, dead. Nah, he got checked by somebody. I can't remember who it was. Fucking, I texted you about it, but I can't remember who it was, but it was funny.
Was it Steven Adams? I don't think.
I think it might have. I don't remember.
Yeah, you literally texted me about it. You were like, yeah, they said there was a hard foul, this and that, and then you look at the video and it's like a
Zubac.
There you go, Ivica Zubac. Yeah, I mean he's a big boy too. It's him and Steven Adams, honestly. Brook Lopez is bigger, but he's older. Giannis in the power forward department.
He actually went off against Giannis a couple of nights ago.
Mm-hmm. When was this? I think it was on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Giannis played good though. Giannis having a great season. If Jokic and Shea wasn't having the type of season they were having, Giannis might get MVP.
I mean, I saw some crazy.
Really?
It was like 25 points and some shooting percentage wise, but he's done it consistently for 10 games. He's had 25 points.
I mean,
oh yeah, Tyrese Maxey's also been. He's on a streak right now. He just passed Wilt Chamberlain for most consecutive 25 plus point games as a 76er. I think it goes like Wilt Chamberlain, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and then Allen Iverson.
Damn, some good names.
Right? Yeah. No. If the two names that are in front of you are Joel Embiid and Allen Iverson, you're not doing too bad as a 76er.
No.
So, I mean, do we even have to say who won the trade? I mean, the Kings definitely. I mean, the Kings win kind of in the long run in the sense that they got like 3 first-round picks out of it. But the Spurs have got to be so happy pairing an all-star point guard with Wembanyama.
A young one at that.
Right? I mean, just out of curiosity, I wonder how old De'Aaron Fox is. But we can switch to some rumors now. Who do we think now is going to get traded before the end of the deadline, before that Thursday? Because big name to talk about is Jimmy Butler. How is he going to leave Miami? Is he going to leave Miami? Are they going to hold him for ransom? What's going to
Yeah.
happen?
I don't know, bro. It's hard because it's like if he leave, if they get rid, they can get rid of him. But it's like they may not get that much back for him.
So why do you think
That is, you think that they drove the price down for Jimmy, or do you think he did that himself? Why do you think it is? Because like it's not like he didn't want to play; they just
No
suspended him.
way. You can't hear yourself? There's no way you can't hear yourself, fool.
What?
Still voice.
You did the Alvin and the Chipmunks voice. I don't even know what you just said, but that's the only thing that I heard.
I'm dead? That's hilarious. No, I could not hear myself. Guess
Oh, man.
that thing.
Oh, man.
See, that's why not everyone needs to have the little pad right next to them at all times.
I mean, sensitive.
But yeah, let me rephrase my question with a grown man voice. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
I don't either, man. Shit. All I gotta think about Alvin and the Chipmunks now. Fucking.
He was talking about Jimmy's trade value.
Yeah, so
Ah,
the thing is, like, Jimmy's stats are down this year compared to last year. But the Heat were the ones who were preventing him from playing, so you can't really like use that against him. Why do you think his trade value might be down? Do you think like the Heat are screwing themselves over by not being able to get as much back for Jimmy, or what's going on there?
He hasn't had the greatest past 2 seasons, and his even when he has been playing like real like good, it hasn't really translated to wins these past couple of seasons. So I don't think his trade value is really that high. And then also, like you said, we haven't seen him much this season. So what can you gauge?
no.
How can you gauge of what you're getting when you're not seeing your what you're trying to get? You know, so
Yeah. And I think we were talking about before is he's like 34. I want to say. But
Jimmy, I think he is 33 at least, but yeah.
I mean, they just look at that a lot different. And he's kind of got that like wide receiver Antonio Brown type deal going on with him, where people aren't looking his way.
35.
35. Ooh.
He's
35.
one injury away from his career ending or being washed. I'm telling you.
Or being washed.
Had a good run with the Heat. Pretty good run.
Yeah, but so here's the thing, like, what has Jimmy Butler accomplished? I don't think he's ever been first team all in anything. I don't think he's been first team all defense, first team all NBA. Maybe he's made a second team all NBA and all defense. He has the most improved player. Doesn't have any defensive player of the year. He doesn't have an MVP. Doesn't have a finals MVP. Doesn't have a championship. Doesn't have any. Yeah, he has. I think he has the most improved player, and that's it.
Where is he all time? Like scorer?
Nowhere near the top.
Nowhere near it. Like not even like probably top 50.
Yeah, I don't
top
even think he's
top
top 50.
50. I don't even know how to look this up, but yeah, let me figure this out on Basketball Reference.
Putting you on the spot. I'm putting myself on the spot.
Where is Jimmy Butler?
He gotta be top 50.
He is what? Oh no, he's ninth in Miami all time scoring.
He is number 149 all time.
49. Damn, I'm about 100 off.
He's 2 points away. He's 2 points ahead of Dick Barnett and 13 points away from Tim Hardaway.
There's a name.
He's only 1,000 points behind LeBron in Heat all time points.
Yeah, but he's already spent more years than LeBron in Miami,
Makes sense.
right? LeBron did 4 years,
Think so.
a loss, 2 dubs, and a loss in the finals wise. And Jimmy started in 2020, and we're in 2025. So yeah, they did end up roughly the same amount, but
I
yeah.
seen a rumor that the Warriors called about KD.
To get him from the Suns.
Yeah.
Damn, there's
What are they doing? Are they giving the Suns Steph Curry? What's going on?
They're
Hey,
rehashing.
whole kitchen sink at him.
Well, honestly, here's how I picture the the Luka-AD trade happening. Ring ring. Yes, hello. Yeah, no, this is the Mavericks over here. Do want Anthony Davis. Lakers are like, yeah, fuck no. And then the Mavericks were like, we'll give you Luka. And Lakers are like, yeah, hold on. Can we hop on a Zoom call in 5 minutes? That's all
Get
it took
to
for
it.
them.
He got there quick.
Mm-hmm.
He got there on Saturday, I think. They said Saturday night or Sunday night. I forgot.
Yeah, but that's pretty common. I mean, Mikal Bridges played 83 games last year. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
In an 82 game regular season, like he literally got shipped out the moment he got traded. He packed his bags, to go wherever he went, to Brooklyn or whatever.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so is he playing next game?
Luka.
AD
Nah,
is
he's been
Luka.
out.
Luka's.
Oh, you've been out,
until
yeah.
Thursday, I believe.
Since Christmas for a calf injury. Part of me feel like he was milking that injury.
That happens.
Do you think that's why they decided to trade him?
Yeah, they probably felt like he was like, bro, why are you not back from a calf injury yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that if you look up Anthony Davis on ESPN, his profile picture already has him in a Mavs jersey.
Yeah, he's probably gonna play depending on if he passes physical and all that. He's most likely gonna play next game.
Yeah, because right now it says that. Yeah, right now he's listed as out, but they don't have a game tonight, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So
Extra day to get shit together.
yeah, absolutely, because tomorrow.
I'm ready to see that. They
Because
play each
tomorrow
other.
they play the 76ers. So.
Hopefully Luka comes back soon because they play each other on the 25th. The Lakers and Mavericks.
Oh, shit.
Luka is supposed to come back, I think, by Thursday. So.
Damn.
If he does, that means he's probably gonna play in the All-Star game too. All I know is they need to give that man at least a 1 hour tribute video. At least.
Yeah.
He's the best thing that's happened to the franchise since Dirk.
They gotta stop the game like they did when LeBron became all-time in scoring.
Oh my god.
What do you mean stop the game before they even start it? Just cancel the game.
Man.
So right now, Anthony Davis is also listed as out until February 6th. So not quite sure what that entails, but
Shit. They'll probably build it up. Keep it weighing.
Who else is on it?
Meet in the playoffs or something.
yo, if the Mavericks do face the Lakers in the playoffs, it's going to be crazy. But as it stands right now in the Western Conference, they actually would be facing each other as oh, never mind. I'm tweaking.
I'm not gonna lie.
The Denver Nuggets would face the Lakers in the first round. The Mavs are in number 9. They're in the play-in.
As great as Luka and LeBron are, LeBron is 40, and who's guarding Kyrie and who's guarding AD, respectively? Nobody on that team. Nah,
Hachimura.
yeah, okay. Hachimura. Yeah.
No.
Listen, he has his days. He has potential to be like a Kawhi type of player. He's great on defense.
But he's not going to do nothing against AD right now, that's for sure.
I was about to say, because if you said he had potential to become a Kawhi, that sounds like something that could stop AD.
He's got to lock in. Kawhi, speaking of Kawhi, man. I like what I've been seeing from Kawhi since he came back. Healthy
No,
Kawhi
me
is
too.
top 2 player in the league.
Who's
He
number
ain't
one?
been healthy in how many years, though? I love Kawhi. He was one of my favorite. I love, like, that Raptors run was insane. I'll never forget that shit.
I got kicked out of a Game of Thrones watch party because I was sitting there on the couch watching the Sixers Raptors game, and Kawhi makes the buzzer beater, and I literally like get up and yell "fuck yeah," and everyone really pauses it, turns around, and says, "Yeah, you need to get out." Yep, no, there's no interrupting Game of Thrones.
You
No.
should have
I didn't even
airplayed that to the TV.
I
You
did,
should have
right?
let everybody witness that greatness.
Oh man, yeah, they look kind of pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't even watch Game of Thrones or none, so like I don't get it. But they seem pretty mad at me.
They dedicated. That's a whole nother realm.
I thought sports fans were crazy.
So selfish.
Who got to stop?
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal. I want him to. Why? Like who told him he was good enough to have a no trade clause? Stop being selfish, bro.
I think it was on Gil's Arena that they were talking about this previously. And he's like the only non-Hall of Fame player to have gotten a no trade clause, like in the history. I think like LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony's gotten one. I think maybe Allen Iverson. I'm not sure. I might be speaking out of my ass right now, but I'm look it up. But what do you think? What do you think the Suns would have to do to be in contention really this year? Just because
they need a big man.
Yeah, just because like eighth in the West with the same roster as they had last year, basically, is just not it. You know, is Nurkic not enough as a 5?
Bro, he literally got benched.
Oh damn!
I watch all the Suns games, obviously because of Kevin Durant, but he got benched a while ago, and it's well deserved.
So who's been their starting big recently?
Sometimes KD, sometimes Myles Plumlee.
Damn, Plumlee.
We love Plumlee. Plumlee. So Tripp, you gonna agree with me, or at least you gonna know what I'm talking about, even if you don't agree with me. But Myles Plumlee is the Olivier Giroud of basketball. In the sense that if you were to just go on YouTube and look up Myles Plumlee highlights, you would think he's the best goddamn basketball player to have ever existed.
I can see that.
Because you see some of the goals Giroud has scored, you see some of the passes Myles Plumlee has made, and you're like, yo, this is the best basketball player of all time. Look at how tall he is. Look at what he's doing, this and that. And then if you watch an actual NBA game, you realize that he's not the best guy on the court. But
yeah. I mean, first just appearance of Plumlee, just like looking at the dude. I forgot what 2K it was I was playing like back in the day. And you do the My Career, and it lets you like go and like do the shit. I know one of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like before the draft. You play. Oh no, or is it during the draft? Some type of like challenge. It's like something like that. But Mason Plumlee, they made him good as fuck on that, but he looked goofy as hell. I want to say like 2K. Shit. I don't remember, but I get the comparison that you're making because Giroud's that dude.
Right? If you watch just the highlights, you're like, man, pretty good player. But I actually was able to find that list of NBA players who have had a no trade clause in the history of the NBA. Say something when you hear a name that's not a Hall of Famer. David Robinson, John Stockton, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Bradley Beal.
Something.
Yep, there you go. We found the
Oh,
intruder.
that-
Ding, ding, ding.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
Yeah.
no. But to answer your question, Jerry, I really don't know what the fuck he did, like,
Selfish.
to get that. So yeah, is that something that travels with you? Like, if he asked for that no trade clause whilst he was on the Washington Wizards, and then he waives that no trade clause so that he can end up in Phoenix, does that trade clause go with him, or does he have to renegotiate that with Phoenix?
He got to
How does that work?
renegotiate because he waived it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for him for having that. That's a secured bag if I've ever seen one.
I don't know who. I know LeBron is probably the only other player I know of right now that has a no trade clause.
Well, knowing that every single player that I just listed is either, they're all retired. I was about to say Carmelo Anthony. He's officially retired, right? He's not like a free agent waiting to get picked up,
I think so.
Man, I wish. That'd be cool.
right? Because he's a year older than LeBron. So now that I just said that out loud, I realize how silly it might be. But
I remember a loose ball into him when he was courtside. I think it was at the Knicks game. I could be wrong, but he like acted like he was gonna shoot. Everybody got really excited. He was like, "Nah," and he
He was
just
at the
tossed that
Brooklyn
shit.
game
Oh
yeah,
shit,
that's
with
LeBron for
D-Wade.
you, or that's Melo for you.
man! Some best highlights to watch.
What, the Melo ones? Like the
Oh yeah,
New York Knicks Melo, or the Denver Nuggets Melo?
both. Both are pretty good. I mean,
He
I
has some
like Knicks
pretty crazy
personally because
dunks,
that's MSG, but
right? But some of the dunks in that Nuggets are pretty.
mhm.
Denver Melo was spray you in your face and dunk on you, Melo.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't remember who it was, but someone said that Melo could create space in the phone booth.
Man,
Hmm.
jab step crazy.
And that's the most poetic way of describing how someone can shoot a basketball that I've ever heard. So
Yeah.
That man can score without dribbling.
Man
Right.
made Syracuse relevant
Yeah.
man's made Syracuse relevant. No, you're not wrong on
again.
that.
Did his son just commit there, or did he go somewhere else?
Oh damn! I actually had no idea about that.
I know he.
I didn't
I
even.
just don't remember. I think that was one of his top 3 schools.
That'd be pretty cool though.
Yeah, I kind of like seeing like all these sons of NBA players starting with LeBron James Jr.
Syracuse. Yep.
Zaire Wade when he was coming up.
What about Pippen?
He's in the G League right now.
Keon Anthony, I believe, is Carmelo's son's name.
Cayenne, yeah.
Uh,
Arena's son is nice.
yeah, he's McDonald's. Where did he commit? He committed to USC,
Yeah, USC.
and so yeah, right. So all these sons of these NBA players are going crazy. KJ Martin in the league right now. I mean, we could go on and on, but that's pretty much the whole list of the sons of players that we know, that we grew up with. I would say Cole Anthony. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. I was gonna say, are there any other trades that you guys would like to see happen, or teams that you would like to see trade for someone?
I want Kevin Durant
what's
out of
your?
Phoenix immediate.
You want him to leave Phoenix immediately?
Yes. I never would have there in the first place. I need him in Brooklyn.
What's a good fit for KD?
Anywhere. He's the most pluggable player in the NBA.
He's very plug and play.
Put him in Minnesota. They need him.
I know one person who would be very happy, and that is Anthony Edwards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see them
Playing with your idol,
together.
there's nothing. What were you saying?
That'd be crazy. Yeah, ticket prices going up. Y'all better get some tickets now.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I really don't know why he ever left Brooklyn, but
The front office, bro. Our front office is who? Like we just do. Why do we have D'Lo again, bro? Why? Why?
he went around the NBA, bro. That's the craziest part. He went from
Journeyman.
what would it be? He went from Brooklyn to Minnesota, all the way over here to LA, back over here to Brooklyn.
And
Like homies literally crossed the whole entire United States multiple times for his job.
you can't even forget he started in LA. He got drafted
Oh,
to
yeah.
LA.
Yeah. He was there with Young.
Remember they traded him because of the whole Nick Young thing.
Mm-hmm.
Iggy.
Yep. What
I
is
don't think we
Iggy
should call it the
Azalea?
Nick Young
Isn't it
thing. We should
Iggy
call it the
Azalea?
D'Lo thing. Yes, bro. They had to get. I don't know if they were fiancéed or married, but they had to. Damn. And now he's back. Wow. So LA really likes trading to Brooklyn, huh?
Man. Well, it makes sense though. Trade to the other conference.
Yeah, no, it does, and plus, it not only is it another conference, but it's someone in the other conference that just in case if you do make it to the finals, you have no chance of seeing that other team in the finals.
them.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see Brooklyn there for a while, bro. This is depressing.
Okay, so you want to see Kevin Durant leave and go to? You said damn near anywhere, but
Anywhere but
a title contender, right? Like who do you think could
go to LA?
go to LA? What kind of trade package? Just everyone that's not LeBron James or Luka Dončić? Is that the trade package they'd offer?
Just give up the whole team. Just make them play 3-on-5 for the rest of the season.
I mean, I think Kevin Durant back in Golden State could be crazy and could revitalize that because LA doesn't need revitalization. They just got Luka, so they good to go for a little bit. But if the old heads got back together in Golden State, I think that could make waves. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Zion Williamson get the fuck out of New Orleans right now,
bro.
and I would love to see him. I mean, this is biased.
Oh no. LaMelo.
Oh no, I was
LaMelo
gonna
would be cool.
I was gonna be super biased and have him come to Minnesota. But no, yeah, with the Hornets and LaMelo, he'd be a whole different animal. Yeah. What else did you say? What was the first one you said? Oh, with Ja on the Grizzlies.
With Ja or with LaMelo, that would be a good fit for him.
Hold on. Let me peep this roster real quick. See what kind of package they could give them.
Triple J at the 5, and then you got Zion at 4.
Yeah, like we love Zach Edey and all that, but y'all can have him. Y'all can have Scottie Pippen Jr. if you want him. Y'all can have Marcus Smart if you want him. Actually, I don't know. Marcus Smart might be someone to keep around.
He's on the trade block already right now. I heard they was trying to move him.
Never mind. I take back what I said.
He hasn't played in like a season and a half.
I was about to say, I haven't even heard his name in so long. I remember when the Celtics traded him, I was low-key a little upset, but obviously it was for the better like, at the end of the day. But it's crazy not to see him play.
Yeah, the Celtics couldn't get a championship with him, but as soon as they got rid of him, they were able to function.
But you had Porzingis, man. Like, that was the missing piece the whole entire time. Horford couldn't fucking do it. Horford's cracking my shit.
Right. Bro, speaking of Porzingis, I just realized Dallas gave up Luka, Jalen Brunson, and they gave up this man, Porzingis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Wait, what was the first one you said before Brunson?
Luka, Brunson, and Porzingis.
Oh yeah, Luka just now.
Yeah. Just hit a game winner on the Pistons.
Dude, that's the Pistons. I mean, no offense, but
hey, the Pistons are good this season.
They're not bad.
No, you're right. I mean, I wouldn't say the Pistons are good. Cade Cunningham is carrying the Pistons. That's like saying the Cavs are good back in 2004, 2005. Like, no, the Cavs are trash. They have LeBron James on their team.
Most improved, him or Norman Powell.
Got to give it to Powell, I think, this year.
Yeah, I don't know. Only reason I cause Cade Cunningham You got a good argument for it because we all know where the Pistons was last season compared to
No,
now.
100%, 100%. Let me just pull up his regular season stats real quick. So last year he's at 22. This year he's at 25. Because I don't know if y'all agree, but I think like the biggest measurement for that most improved is just how many points you averaged last year versus this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's at basically plus 2.5 points per game. I think Norman Powell went up like 5 or 6 points a game, if I'm not mistaken.
If people don't, some people just don't know, but Norman Powell really been that. He just ain't really had the opportunity to show it nowhere.
Right, but so his career high was 21.4 points. That was his first year with the Clippers. Then since then he dipped down to 17, 13, and now this year he's at 24 points per game.
No Kawhi. To see if he can keep it up with Kawhi, but
Right, so that's the one thing that I was gonna say, Jerry, is that the advantage that Cade does have is that he doesn't have a superstar player coming into the game to take those points away from him. He's gonna he's averaging 30 points per game over the past few games, I think.
well, see, that could be another argument though, also, because I think there was something with Ja a few seasons ago where Ja got it, and the whole league was Ja got most improved, right? Or somebody, I think it was somebody from the
John Morant did get most improved, even though
it was Ja,
he
and when he
believed
got
Desmond
it,
Bane should have got it.
yeah, exactly, he did get because he gave it to Bane, and everybody was like, "Why are y'all giving it to Ja? He was what? What was he? The second pick, first or second pick? He's what is he
Ja
improving from?
was the second pick behind Zion, yes.
Yeah, they're like, what is he improving from? He's supposed to be he's projected to be a superstar. So he's supposed to be good. So I guess you could say that as an argument for Cade. He's a top 5 pick, bro. He's supposed to be nice. So why would he get most improved? He need to be MVP talks.
Right. So I believe also that year, Steph Curry was saying the argument like, well, hold on, if you go from like being like an 18 point per game rookie and then all of a sudden you go up like 6-7 points per game, that's kind of normal. You're going from a 19-year-old to a 20-year-old. Like you're supposed to be able to score a little bit more. And so then his whole thing was like, well, in that case, I should have gotten most improved that year that I got my second MVP. Which isn't wrong if you think about it. Steph Curry really was skyrocketing. Like if you look at the difference between his first All-Star and his first MVP, I think are only like 2 years apart.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm looking at Ja's stats, and his second season in the league, he was averaging 19 points, and then his third season in the league, he was averaging 27. That's when he was saying that he should win. All right, I think that is when he won the most improved player.
Bro, this year's rookie classes.
Tripp, it's your turn. You never told us someone that you want to see get the fuck out of their team and go improve someone else.
I mean, personally, as a Celtics fan, I don't want to see nothing happen. I think we're solid where we're at right now. I couldn't wait to just see the postseason if we're healthy. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't want nobody to go nowhere for us. We're good.
Well, then I want to ask you what do the C's have to do to get in front of the other C's, of the Cavs?
I don't think that really matters. I think it's just going to be them at the end of the day. Eastern Conference Finals, and I don't think the Cavs are going to be able to beat them in 7. That's just, I mean, I don't know, I'm strong opinion, but you look at the matchups, if everybody's healthy, if nobody's healthy, I mean, not nobody, obviously, but if Porzingis isn't 100%, I mean, they did pretty good last year with him not being fully in the playoffs, but I mean, they also had a cakewalk to the finals pretty much, but I mean, yeah, I just don't see the Cavs doing anything in the play. I mean, they're going to do great this regular season. They got a great team. Love Donovan Mitchell.
Mhm.
Garland's going the fuck off too, but I just think it was pretty much grabs. I think, yeah. Eastern Conference is just Celtics Cavs right now. And the Knicks are in third. Like, and you see the difference like between those top two and the Knicks, you know?
between the Knicks and then the Celtics, or I guess the Cavs.
Yeah.
Would be next up, talent wise. That top four for the Cavs though are absolutely crushing it. Like everywhere from Donovan Mitchell down to Jared Allen is just
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
I
an
don't
insane
think
group.
any of them have ever been past the second round. Besides, I think Mitchell, right?
No,
Maybe
Mitchell's
even-
never been in a conference finals. I don't
Not even
think. I
see.
think it was in the second round that they lost to Denver just
Damn,
barely, a few years back when
in the bubble,
Mitchell and Murray were trading 50-point games.
that bubble shit. Yep.
Man.
Celtics got it right now. The record don't matter.
Yeah. It's basically, if I've learned one thing, is LeBron James taught me this, it's like, it don't matter. I mean, obviously it's LeBron, but the record doesn't matter. If you make it to the playoffs, you're in the playoffs. That's it. That's all that you need to do at the end of the day.
Right. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Since the last episode we recorded, I believe, the reserves for the All-Star game got released, and yeah, the three of that big four in Cleveland made it onto the All-Star roster. So there's actually more Cleveland Cavaliers than there are Boston Celtics.
Who was the third? Was it Jared Allen?
No, the Garland, Mobley, and Mitchell as a starter.
Wow, Mobley made it. That's good.
Mobley did make it, yes. But yeah, so did Cade Cunningham. He's a reserve. He's so it's Jalen. The reserves are Jalen Brown, Pascal Siakam, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Damian Lillard, and Tyler Hero.
On what planet?
I mean,
Steph Curry deserve an All-Star vote this year.
That's a good question. He's the lowest points per game out of all of them except for Jalen Williams and Alperen Şengün. Yeah, because in the reserves, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, James Harden. Oh, never mind. James Harden's scoring less than him, but James Harden's a reserve. So yeah, I could totally see Steph Curry being a reserve and maybe Anthony Edwards as a starter or something like that.
I don't even see him as an All-Star this year. Honestly.
no.
Well, you have to remember there's always that popularity vote part of it. You know, that's
the
how
annoying thing,
that's
but-
how LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry are going to have a place in the All-Star game until they retire.
Giannis too, probably. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like it's so
Luka
50-50 with Giannis, though. A lot of people don't like him.
He can be unlikable at times. It's like with that
He's a
ball
great
thing
player,
last year,
though.
the ladder and ball thing last year.
We-
We tried to, what was it? They was trying to warm up or something. Or no, the ball thing. When he had he passed somebody in scoring or something. He took the ball. They took the ball from him.
I think yeah, he got the record for most points scored as a Milwaukee Buck or something like that, or maybe it was
All-time.
like a 50 piece or some.
I think it was the all-time.
And the
scoring.
Pacers were trying to give that same ball to a rookie because he scored his first NBA points.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
which is not.
I'd probably give it to Giannis in that
Yeah.
situation. Whoever the fuck that rookie. If you can't even name who that dude is, then I'm sorry. Like,
Give him the backup ball.
yeah.
The rookie turned out to be Paul George. No, just kidding.
And fucking, I miss the old Paul George, Indiana Paul George. PG-13 was fucking insane. Or not 13.
PG 27, bro.
27?
G.
That's, yeah, I didn't mean to say
His original
PG-13.
number is 27. PG 13 was his Demon Time, I'm Back from Injury name. So yeah, speaking of which, in this social experiment, neither Maxey, nor Paul George, nor Joel Embiid ended up making it to the All-Star game for the East. What do we think of that?
None of them have played enough.
I was about to say, I haven't heard Joel Embiid's name too much.
Yeah, Joel just hasn't played. I mean,
Yeah.
Paul George also got injured like 2 weeks into the season, and now he's been out recently. I mean,
Maxey is crazy.
Maxey's really good, but everyone's getting snubbed in the East. Trae Young averaging, I think, like 23 points and 10 assists, 11 assists maybe.
We used to that at this point. We don't even have to acknowledge that no more. He's blackballed for some reason. He's like one of the most disrespected superstars in the league. And I hated Trae Young when he first came in the league. I didn't really like him like that, but he grew on me. He's way too disrespected.
He's like a Pat Bev, bro. If he's not playing for you, you're like, what the fuck is this guy
Pat
doing?
Bev.
And then if he's on your team though, you're like, all right, I kind of like this guy,
He's too
you know.
good, bro. But they try to say it's official that the Hawks won the trade, you know, because he got traded for Luka on draft day.
Luka would be an all-star this year if he
Man,
were playing. If he averaged 22 and 10, he would be an all-star.
yeah, Luka was averaging 28, 8 and 9 before he got hurt.
Yeah, and that's not even a good year. Last year he was averaging like 30. So, yeah, it's crazy how much this like the face of the league can just change within a couple of days. Like, I did not see that shit coming at all.
No.
Tomorrow's gonna be Ant.
What do you say about tomorrow?
Said tomorrow it'd be Ant. Next week it'd be Ja. Week after that is Wemby again.
Yeah, no, Ant's not going anywhere. Well, so here's the thing though. Like, if you had asked me literally 3 days ago, make a list of players that you think the team would never ever trade, and I would have said Giannis Jokic, Luka, and that's probably the only list. A few years ago, it was LeBron on there. It was Steph Curry. It was Kevin Durant. But now, like, the only people that I thought were untouchable were those three, and Luka got traded like literally 2 days ago. So,
Man, I'm thinking Tatum's untouchable, but I don't know anymore.
Tatum is Tatum is untouchable. I would
That's
definitely
what
say
I'm
that.
saying. I don't know anymore, but at the same time, I got some good,
If the
real good.
If the Mavs had called the Celtics, you think they would have given them Tatum?
Fuck
I
no.
think they would have wanted Tatum.
Because they're almost the same age, right? Tatum and Luka.
Yeah, I think they are the
Tatum's
same.
like 27 or 8. I forgot. All I know is he's 2 years older. He was a junior when I was a freshman.
He about to be 27 this year.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
he's the same age as me.
Got you.
That's the realization that we just had with Luka. We were like, damn, Luka's 25.
You hear the news saying like he's just 25 years old, and we're out here like,
damn.
wait a minute. What do you mean 25? Like, huh?
Yeah, 25. I got 15% APR on my truck right now. Think gonna talk about that. Oh, he got snubbed.
He's probably sponsored by Toyota and can get a truck whenever he wants.
Yeah. Shit's crazy, man.
Any last trades you guys might potentially want to see happen, or teams that you want to see dump a couple players off their roster?
Not that I can think of right now.
I'm about to say, I think I kind of hit the nail with that Zion move, and
Yeah, Zion. I keep forgetting about Zion because he doesn't show his face. He's never around.
No.
yeah,
But when
Man was so
healthy Zion
relevant.
was unstoppable.
Right, we want Zion back when he was breaking shoes just by stepping sideways in them.
Thanos foot.
Man.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for a very good first episode with the whole crew. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.
Peace.